So we did have a challenge for this lesson, and that was to use the nested data that we have in the JSON file and output a count of the various skills of each one of the friends.
This video is brought to you by Appy Academy.
And maybe have a count of each one of the different skills and how many skills our friends have all together. So looping through the data, so we've already got the data being output into our console. So we're retrieving back the data from the JSON file. And we already did that within the last lesson where we're using fetch and then just accessing the file contents. So now we need to make use of the data that's returned within the JSON object and do some programming with it using JavaScript. So we're going to create a blank list of skills, and this is going to be an object that we're going to use. And then using the data friends and for each, looping through each one of the variable values, and we're going to console log out the value skills that each one of the friends has. So refresh. And these are all the skills that our friends have. And see, some of them, there are some overlap. So we do want to count those. So let's create another loop into the skills using this array. And then for each once again. So it's a for each within for each. And then returning back the skills the same way we did the other ones. So now within the console, we're going to output each one of the skills separately. So refresh, and that gives us a full picture of all the skills that our friends have. So we also wanted to take those skills and we want to count them. And we already set up a blank object. And with an object, we know that we can specify as a string value as the object name. So we can use these skills within the object to set them as values. So let's take the object and create brand new ones. So within skill list and using the bracket notation, we're going to take the skill value and we'll just equal it to 1 for now. And then after we finish our loops, and just outside of the loops, we'll use console log and output skill list into the console. And I'm going to comment these ones out so that we can avoid some of the confusion. So refresh, and now we've got a listing of all of the skills, but they only have the one in there. So what we want to happen is every time the skill exists, then we want to increment it by 1. So we can do that with a condition where we check to see if the object already exists, if it already has a value. And if it exists, then we're going to take it and add 1 to it. And if it doesn't exist, then we're going to set it to 1. So we take the skill list skill and increment it by 1. And remember, we're incrementing the value that's being associated with it by 1. So this returns back that we've got two friends that have JavaScript, or we've got two instances of JavaScript as a skill within our friends. HTML 2, everyone has CSS. JSON are 2, and Ajax are 1. So that's how we can count and we can update the number of skills that our friends, and essentially what we wanted to do was really just practice and make use of the nested values that are contained within the JSON object. And as we work with more complex JSON objects, then we can become more familiar with how to extract the data and make use of it within our applications.